this will not happen in Biafra land. If you like, tell us tomorrow that Jesus Christ said that we should stop sit at home and the freedom of Biafra. We are not going to stop because Jesus Christ, when he came to this planet Earth, and when he saw that the cup was like getting full and fuller and fullest, he told God, he said, if it is your will, let this cup pass me over. Now, what we are saying is that God of ages, if it is your will that Fulani terrorists must reign in one Nigeria, we have declared that your kind of will not stand. Yes, we have declared that your will not stand
You
because
see,
the children that you created cannot be wiped off from the surface of the earth just because we want to run away from people that were imported from the Sahel. No, if they had a place to stay, let them stay. Not to come to our own land to come and try to take it over. No, it's not going to happen. You know, we use what we decide to do what we want, but we should not allow what people decide for us to dictate our lives. So, what we are doing is what is originally us, and there is no two ways about that. Mazi Gaddafi, I can see you there. Battlecry TV, I can see you. I leave the mic for you guys to do justice to what we say. There, Mazi.
Master Gaddafi, you're welcome.
Thank you, my blood brothers. Like as we said, and we are still saying the same thing. First of all, I salute Biafran people because they know what they really want. This time is no longer the time that somebody will take our collective blessing as a family business. We are standing shoulder to shoulder for each other. The place I read, there's a place I read in the Bible. I taught people, I say, if you really want to know why we want to separate from these people, go and read in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 14. If you read it, you will know why to leave. And what was said in that place, Jeremiah, is happening because we are Biafran people. We see it before it happens. And when it's happening, we understand it. That place said, God himself said he will pour out, he will unleash terror from the north. God himself is telling the people that I will unleash terror from the north. So if God is unleashing terror from the north, we who come from old eastern region, we should separate from them. And two, it has been confirmed that the Senate has confirmed the Prime Minister as the Governor General of old eastern region. Sit at home is non-negotiable. We must sit at home. The 2 weeks sit at home is non-negotiable. So the 2 weeks sit at home is non-negotiable. Very, very non-negotiable. The message they sent, is very, very annoying. Even if you write that kind of thing to people on nursery school, they will tell you, Daddy, you lie. Say this one is a lie. Your child will even tell you. You see that in the road here, just take it to your child. Your child will tell you, Daddy, you are lying. In fact, your child may not even call you daddy because of that lies. He will just call you by your name. Say, oh God, you are lying. Because Biafran people, where one idiot will come from one gutter, write the nonsense they wrote. Look at our people and see these people in this grave. These people in this grave is the handwork of these terrorists, them. You live in a country whereby you don't have law. There is every ordinary protesting, normal protesting. Oh, they shot them in Enugu. They shot people in Enugu just because they asked for their rights. What is their right? Their business is not government-assisted business. So the only thing I would say is that we have crossed the red line. We are not going back, because the train that is taking us to where we are today is more difficult to go back than to go forward. It is more difficult. So what I'm telling the Biafran people is that we should stand shoulder to shoulder with our Prime Minister. Make sure you separate yourself from these terrorists, because what you are seeing happening there in the north is already been written in the book of that Jeremiah 1 verse 14. So we have to separate ourselves, because I just want to lead you for what you need to know. Even the same Bible says we should be separated from them, because they are unclean, they are filthy. So do not do the filthy things. So Biafran people, we are not backing out. Neither are we giving up. Thank you for now, Mazugo.
Yeah, thank you, Gaddafi. Thank you so much. So, Biafrans, without wasting too much time, make we look this news. Make we just read out small before we go on. Okay. Sorry, wait the news here. Meanwhile, you see the news. ISWAP, that's terrorists, behead 21 in Borno over encroachment. Listen to the news. Islamic State, West Africa province, ISWAP, terrorists wrecking Nigeria's northeast state of Borno have killed 21 headers. The headers were beheaded in the Kukawa axis of the Voilated state, Guardian reports. The herdsmen were killed on Thursday for allegedly encroaching on the terrorist hideout with their cattle. A counter-insurgency expert in the lectured region, Zagazola Makama, disclosed yesterday in Maiduguri that ISWAP fighter recently placed a ban on fishing, farming, and grazing in their hideout. Una dey hear am? Terrorists go tell you if your house dey close to where they are, they go tell you pack and go. If your farm dey there, forget am, you are no longer going to farm there. If water dey there, forget it, no longer fishing, nothing. You are going on exile. This is what they are bringing to you. And your senators are not raising motion, but they are raising motion to kill you and to kill Simon Ekpa and to stop sit at home. It's for you to see. According to him, the terrorists also accused the headers of spying on them for the Nigerian military and other security agencies in the region. On how the headers were killed, he said, the terrorists did not fire any gunshot. They quietly used machete to behead the 21 herdsmen. The terrorists also roasted an unspecified number of cattle into their settlement at Kukawa Doro Kala axis. Also, the terrorists in 7 gun trucks intercepted another set of Fulani herdsmen in the Kukawa axis, and they killed 6 for the same reason. That's how many now? The one they killed before plus 6. So 21 plus 6, that's 27. A military source in Maiduguri said the herdsmen were killed after they were warned not to graze their cattle on the banned axis of Kukawa, adding that the survivors were able to recover 4 bodies. The military source told the Guardian that the terrorists also abducted 7 Fulani herdsmen in Mongono on Monday and they demanded 40 million naira ransom. In another development, police in Katsina have confirmed the abduction of 14 persons at Modogoro Community Batsari Local Government Council. The abductees were working on a farm on Tuesday about 9:30 a.m. when the armed terrorists stormed the farm on motorcycle. According to source, the bandits ferried the abductees, including women and children, into the forest near the community, including women and the children. Understandable. It gathered that the incident was one of the such attacks in separate communities which the council within the council same day. The five attacks led to the abduction of about 40 persons, mostly farmers, locals say. A source familiar within the incident said the other 4 attacks were carried out on farmland at Suntu, Nahuta, Nahili, whatever, Dadre, and the Zamfara communities on Tuesday morning. Now, you see, I will show you one news. I will show you something now. Meanwhile, you don't see these ones where they want bury them alive, Abi. You see them. I will show you one news now that you must see. Just give me a moment. Just a moment. Because when we dey talk, it be like say we dey play. I want you to see for yourself. These now women, children, husband, wife, they rape them, they kidnap them. At the end, they say make they can't tell you, make you bring ransom, or they go still kill them. They don't shoot them already. The men where they inside now shoot, they don't shoot their leg, all their legs. You go see when they go tell them make they raise their legs. Now the where they shoot them, they show you, but I cover them. So the women, now them be their sex machine. Anytime they want, they sex them, they rape them, not even sex. They rape them anytime. So listen to the video. If you don't understand their language, good. Listen. They're begging for ransom. They at gunpoint, they tell them to beg the government, tell the government to come and bring money. If you don't bring money, we go kill you. Look at them.
Mazugo,
Hey,
this one now will be our sister. Where should she go do there? When we don't tell them, say, may they carry them, their
no,
legs come back.
no, make I go carry my blood, they change for her now.
Okay. See people where we don't shout
It
since.
be like say him marry one of them because you see as he dress before they come out the rapper.
Okay. See
Maybe
people where we
one
don't
of
say,
them.
carry yourself, come back if you are in the north. If you are in middle belt, wherever you there, where you know say you know there for Biafra land. Carry yourself, come back because the wars is about to begin. We sound the thing like say we dey do preaching for Paris. They preach them, they preach them, they preach them. Our PM preach them, preach them, preach them, preach them, preach them. Carry yourself, come back, because the resources we have is to defend Biafrans in Biafran territory. Now, she's in the hand of Fulani terrorists. They don't rape them several times. When they rape them finish, they will keep them there, beat them. Later, they are waiting for ransom. If they don't see ransom, they will kill them. Now, should they speak Igbo for us, Abi? No, don't speak Igbo for us.
Make I go jump inside lagoon.
Speak Hausa for us. No, no even speak Igbo for us. In fact, no speak Ibibio for us. No speak Igala. No speak Kalabari. No speak Efik. What you should be speaking is Fulani. Speak Fude for us. Mad people everywhere. When we tell una say, carry yourself, come back to Biafra, so that the small money that we have now, when we buy weapons, ESN and Biafra Liberation Army will know that they are fighting from one front. No, you people want us to be coming to answer one Nigeria. When the one Nigeria is massacring you, how will you now expect that the same government that is sponsoring the terrorists? Need I remind you people that the federal government of Nigeria signed a contract deal with Fulani terrorists, and they are paying them 100 billion naira every 2 years for them to be doing this kidnapping. The videos are there that Root TV brought out with evidence. Every 2 years. Every 2 years. 100 billion naira.
If you want, Mazi, I go play the video for you.
I bet you go play the video for them. The annoying part be say, na ECOWAS, na them recommend that they should pay this money to Fulani terrorists. That is why when I saw ECOWAS today write message and say the coup in Niger Republic should be halted, they should return to democratic rule, I said, look at these people. People that are fronting and surfacing and making sure that the sovereignty of jihad, Fulani terrorists, emerge in one Nigeria, are the people that are speaking. You think that the youth that have been massacred and their generations and future and aspirations and hope and dreams taken away from them will now still fold their hands in this 21st century and then wait for you morons who have only gray hair on your head and you're thinking from under your anus to come and decide for their lives. Hello, Meru. This woman here should be speaking in Fulani language and Hausa language and maybe Yoruba language. She should not be speaking in Biafra language to us. Because when we told them, come back to Biafra land, they did not hear. I was said to go, you want, even as they are calling for the head of our PM, because of defending people like you want him to come and die first on top Martin Nnamdi Kanu that has been kidnapped. You want him to come and die again on top ESN that is fighting every day, sleeping inside the bush with snake and all kinds of reptiles, while you people are in the comfort of your zone, enjoying the warm breast of your girlfriends and your wives and concubines. ESN are in the bushes making sure that you have a living and you have a family, you have a name, you have a Biafra to call your own, you have a sovereignty and posterity to wait on. No, what you want to answer is, I am a Nigerian. Okay, look at you now. Nigeria, yee, Nigeria, whoa. Now, Nigeria has kidnapped you. Nigeria is keeping you to rape you. Nigeria is massacring you. Nigeria is the same thing that you're calling to come and save you. How can the devil be the one to save you when the devil is the one that dig your grave and you expect that the same devil will come in to come and stretch out his or her hands and then say, take my hands and then come out? This is a very big lie. This is a very big lie. So more of our people will be saying like this, out of stupidity, that we tell them, come back to Biafra land. They don't want to hear. They want to sell their businesses in the north, right? And in the middle belt. Because if you sell it in Biafra land, you will not make money. Oh, it is in the north that you have the highest population, so that you make the money and the money will multiply. Okay, it is in the north that you will invest 5,000, then you get 100,000 in a day. So you cannot overlook the money. Oh, okay. Now that they have kidnapped you and then you were supplying oil and gas to them, or maybe granite or coconut, or maybe you were operating one restaurant that served their interests. Now that they have taken you out, does that stop another person from doing the business. Are you still counting your money inside the bush? Oh, okay. Stay there now. Ndiara. Ndiara.
They are going to school. They are going to market now. They are in the market.
Okay, let them school well. Fulani go school them well.
Let me play that video of ECOWAS for them.
No, wait to finish this one first. Finish play this one first.
All
Where
right.
is our sister? They cry for here. Finish play this one first.
He said, make he show you the leg. They don't blow that leg. That is why I cover them like this. The leg don't scatter. They don't use gun, blow the leg. All the men where you see there, their leg, you know, they work again. They don't use gun, blow the leg.
Su duba da kyau sun ga jinin kafa na ko? Dan za su da su yi bayani su da. In ba za su kawo ba, to wallahi mu ba za mu kashe shi. In suka ce za su biya ma shawaran banza na mutane wanda za su ba su shawara su hana su karban ku. Domin mun kashe ku ba wani asara muke da shi ba kun gane. Waya?
Una see amba? If you no bring money, they say as they shoot their leg, and so they go see shoot their head. If you no bring money, so that your sister where they there when they tell you big money, make you go bring money save am. Will it be better for you to sit at home now, or will it be better for you to be in this situation, or rather, will it be better for you to find yourself in a situation like this?
Mazugo, Abeg,
Hey.
tell BIAFRANS that instead of us to use the money we have to go and pay to Fulani to release this Efulefu here, it is better we use that money to buy RPG. We use that money to buy 10 RPG to destroy 100 of these Fulani terrorists than to go and spend that money to say we want to rescue this non-entity here.
Yeah.
Because when we were spending our time and resources and money to do the awareness and educate, it is because of foolish people like this that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is behind bars. If as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started talking and then preaching and then telling everybody, come to the understanding of what we need to do, when Nigeria is coming to massacre you all and rape you all, then they all listen and then come to the realization.
Mazi, no verse. Sophia come here, come the laugh. I don't know wetin dey sweet and laugh. Whether na wetin we dey talk, abi no be that, no be picture be that.
I don't know whether na Sophia. If na Sophia know what she's Sophia knows what she's laughing at.
In the laugh at that.
There are many things that will make people to laugh. Maybe mental disorder will make person laugh. Or maybe the joy of seeing one Nigeria falling into pieces can make her laugh. So whatever makes Sophia laugh, she has the right to laugh. It's her right to laugh.
Make we follow and laugh now. Sophia with a laugh with you. Hey, oh, see Biafra, story day. If you be writer, if you know how to write or how to act movie, come me. I go to tell you what you go to write for your screen. I go to tell you how you go to write your story. Many story day. Only Wasofi alone, everything. This one way come here today, cut the laugh. Maybe she don't repent. Hey, wonder shall never end. My people, I don't know how to say again. It be like say, make we open line as we dey wait for since we don't clock, we will still end this program for other people to join. We will start another program. But meanwhile, if you are here and you want to contribute, I beg you are free to call into the program now. Because sometimes it is good to make people talk their own side of the story. Make it not be only me go to talk or only some, but even I don't want I go to talk. Because only this thing now where you see for here, only this thing. You know, when we tell you that we will be buried people alive, P2B buried our people alive. Una no don't understand that. Now something like this. Just something like this. Imagine these people now. They left their house, so maybe they were going to their business. Maybe they were Okada riders, keke, bus. They were captured, carried into somewhere, middle of nowhere. And don't be surprised that they were asked to dig this pit by themselves with their own hands. So the wicked Funanis will ask them to dig this pit, and they are being buried because nobody is coming to pay for ransom. That's why they are getting buried alive. The worst thing where you go do somebody and to bury them alive, better you shoot and make it die than say you want to bury them alive. Shoot them, make it die, than say you dey bury them alive. We'll go sit at home. All the killings where they go on at all the environ of Biafra territory, they are kidnapping, they are harvesting organ. Many things are going on. Those ones are not even this is the Sahara reporters that is against what they are doing. He's telling me about this one. All those things, no matter to him. Let's see what Bishop Ebuka or Pastor Ebuka is saying today. Let's just listen to this that this our brother is talking about.
Peace. You just came into the government house. The first thing is fighting the people. Instead of you to engage them and continue to pass the knowledge in them, telling them that this sin is affecting the state. Peace in Igbo land, especially in Igbo land. The crisis happening in Enugu, in Anambra Boy, the Abia, Enugu, the 5 southeastern states, and God will intervene. Praying that God will continue to give the people a man with the Davidic anointing. Some people does not have what it takes to be a leader. You just enter into the office less than 3 months. Your number one agenda is to stop the people's ideology. What the people are used to. Some people are sitting at home out of fear. Some people are sitting at home because they feel like sitting. Some people, they are used to it. So as a new governor that just enter, what you need to do is to take it easy with people. You fight ideology with ideology, not with force, gun and bullet. To the extent of going to seal people's shop because they refuse to come out. That is not the way. You are about to set that peaceful state on fire. That is not the way forward. Ideology cannot be fight with gun and bullets. You engage people, you dialogue with people. why will the first of achievement become the first thing they want to start with is to create trouble instead of dialoguing with people? Now people came out and I heard that some people have lost their life. So we continue to pray for peace over there. But that is not the way forward. May God continue to give us leaders with wisdom. You can't just come and the first assignment is to start something you know that can bring different reaction. You take it easy with them. Start your work. Let them see what you are doing before you are telling them that this thing is affecting this. May the Lord bless you, protect you. In Jesus' holy name. I cover you, blood of Jesus.
I don't know what we want to see again, or what we want to hear again, or what we are expecting to see again. Oh, Sophia, finally, you go carry your, you don't come, you know they do this thing again. Finally, you don't come. Before you go block your account, you block everything. Now you don't come out full. I welcome you, my sister. You're welcome. You're welcome. The telephone line is open, Sophia. I'm expecting your call. Yes, I'm expecting your call. So if you call, it go good. Master Gaddafi, are you saying anything? So
I was looking at where in the.
He did there, he did for comment there. He did for comment. He did for comment there. Now to know whether no was Sophia true, I don't know whether na him. No be was Sophia na one Jagaban, I think na Jagaban boy. Bobrisky. Calabar Bobrisky. I don't know. I don't know who he be, but whoever he be, we love Sophia like that. Hey, wonders. No, Sophia, Naim. No, Sophia, Naim, because Naim platform he be. So, Sophia, you are welcome.
Okay, Naim, he's in the grits.
If Biafra come and we don't in the street, I don't understand you, Wasofia. Wasofia, call now, call and tell us, say, we know they do well or they do well. Don't tell when we hear your voice. I no block you. See telephone number here, call them. Wasofia, call telephone number. I want to hear your voice. My sweetheart. Call now. Call. I don't say you go call. Call, make we hear your voice. It don't tell now. You don't say you be our own person. We feel fight, but we are. We feel fight, but we will not be. Okay, you are still Idu. Call and tell us, say you are still Idu now. Not the way no go happen for this BIAFRANS. She said she's still Idu.
So you do for Beya. You do never do for you.
You do not finish you. You still there, they do you do.
That's true. So you do never do for me.
What's up?
Sophia, so this is your do motor, never carry you go reach your destination. You see the road they do.
Whether your kingdom, when I don't go build up for sky, I mean for mood.
When we say the queen of Hindu disappear. All the small angels of Hindu disappear. You don't see all of them again.
Wait, so you know say when cow they move, that one way down remain behind. Maybe go to this platform, thinking say the rest of the car will be inside this platform.
Who be pastor
Oh.
for Wasofia here making repent? Hey, my bank don't pay me. Oh.
Wait, oh, if I say, in Sima no give him share, Tinubu share. Tinubu share. Tinubu share no reach amount. That's why I see the social media. Maybe she's the only the clean one, no.
Hey.
Maybe she's the clean one. We no collect from Tinubu. That's why I see the social media. If you collect it, if you don't want like others. She no collect though. She no collect. Wow, you try your one. What?
No, Wasofia, you see, you see, it is now the naked picture be your problem. Call on the phone, tell me what be your problem.
Even at the naked picture, now if your movie could bring them, may go meet if your movie.
If not the naked picture be your problem, call, make we talk. Call, and I make now you make me put this number here.
No, Mazuko. Now you go call, make him go call the person who bring the picture. Not be you bring him. Now you go
make him call here, make we tell him what happen now. Make him call the program.
Okay, who bring the picture?
We go tell him the cocoa now.
Okay, I call Mazuko.
You know, Sophia, you know, say you come here now, nobody insult you. You know, like you like insult now. You don't the call person criminal. This one go make me insult you. No try him again, No try him again. I know insult you, but if you think say you get more to insult, I go insult you finish, yeah. I know insult you, and nobody insulted you, even from the comment. I don't see anybody insult you. So be careful and be warned. Oh, be careful. So BIAFRANS. I know if you talk seven. Anyway.
Okay. 247. She don't run bankruptcy. Now Facebook free mode in the use.
You want me to notice some?
Now, even I go pretend as if I don't see him. No, I tell you. Now you go and answer him. Some people wait on that, you go resurrect. Some people wait on you go resurrect him. You know, don't get mad enough to talk here.
Hey. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, Malagema.
Good, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Because I'm some people over because Chuku was the
You say,
Afambo of Gochuku as in name.
You're welcome.
I'm calling from Asaba.
You're welcome.
If only the media, mine never you not carry.
They will.
Chineke na Chuku Kavia Mabao no me, most especially our Prime Minister.
You see,
because enwere ọtụtụ ife m chọrọ ikwu mana nke dị oke mkpa bụ na m na-ekwu wee sị na ndị niile anụnwa na-ebitere this struggle ọ bụ na ọnụ uche m na-ekpokọta ha ọnụ one day egbu ha one day that day egbu ha ọ dị Biafra ya yiri ha black and black ihe ya kpọ ha bụ Sabo day n'uche nka na-ekwukwa ama m uche onye ọzọ
The most important thing now is we get Biafra. Those ones are not our problem. They are not our problem. They are not our problem. Our problem is to actualize Biafra, to establish Biafra. Then we'll reach the promised land. When we get to the promised land, every other thing will follow.
Thank you very much. I know that is only changing at this 2 weeks that done or collect here. I go on as I was soon. I will not kill you. A better book only see for that.
You say
whatever. A better book only see for that. Daluma Chineke. Chineke Nabao no man.
You say,
oh, I anything for Wanana or John for Wanana. I love you very well, and that is in the paper Bonadiana Balea.
you say, Yamaragama, there were. Adadorama, you're welcome.
Thank you. Oh, now when you were in a meeting.
Okay. Okay, Biafrans, we must continue.
Mazugo.
Yes.
You know, we used to say we move because now all these sabos, they say they must continue to sabotage us. So now then they talk say we must continue. They must continue to sabotage us where we move. We keep on moving.
And they must continue to fail.
They will continue to fail. people will be like this mad dog where they comment section. Can you see the way Biafran people are responding to that mad dog? So they will continue to sabotage us while we are moving, and we keep on moving.
Of course.
Oh, Chineke.
Hey.
Anagakwa.
Ofuma.
Ekene dịrị Chineke. Nna ụnụ ọkpụkwara ihe ndị a jikwere bịakwa ege na lọya ejima akọ. So egolokwu onye nke a. Hey, ụwa ajọka.
Alọya ejima akọkwa gịnị ka o kwuru, gịnị ka o mere?
Ịfụla leta o wepụtara otu na wadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dere that is na ya akwụsị stop hospital.
247 ehube ya.
Eche m ọkalụ dere ya.
Alọya ejima akọ tweetile na Twitter ya siza Kanu nta Kanu. Alọya ejima akọ jenu foto Kanu nta Kanu. Ajere fụna wadida.
Whether Nnamdi Kanu come out.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
Whether they like it or if they like, let them tell us say God himself wrote that letter from DSS dungeon.
Yes.
We are not interested in that garbage. We are not
the journey starts. We just start.
Yes.
If Maazị Nnamdi Kanu decide to make DSS dungeon his duplex, and he will be there to instruct us what to do. We said we are not doing that. If you want us to listen to him, send it to Afaruku Ibeko or UK. And let me tell you, still, there are two different things between obeying somebody and listening to somebody. We may listen to him and decide not to obey, because anything short of Biafra, we are not interested.
Yes.
Biafran struggle is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. We are not negotiating with terrorists. Nigerian government is terrorists. Biafra don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yes.
That is it. If they like, okay, is it now? Okay, it is our own turn to disobey. The same Maazị Nnamdi Kanu told them, allow Maazị Simon to broadcast in Radio Biafra. They disobey. Bring back those people you sack. They disobey. It is forbidden for you to respond to Maazị Simon. They disobey. Now it is our own turn to also disobey.
No,
Let us
they
equalize it.
disobey because now only the letter will our leader the letter. We don't care about that stupid letter.
Gaddafi, me,
My
I
sister,
don't come
my
back from
sister,
work since.
whether our leader,
Gaddafi, no verse.
whether our leader,
I don't.
whether our leader write it or not be our leader writer, whosoever, whether na spirit or na God himself, as long as that letter emanates from that DSS
We
dungeon,
don't
we
care.
are not interested.
No, support.
Simple.
I beg.
So,
Make
bam,
una
bam,
no
bam.
verse. I get just 5 minutes because since morning I never eat. I want to go eat now. And make I just drop my bomb for now. And my bomb be this: Biafra is bigger than everybody.
Yes.
Listen,
God
make una no interrupt me. Make una no vex. I want to enter everybody here. Biafra is bigger than everybody, including Mazen Nambikano. Make una read my lips. Read my lips. So Biafra is larger than life. No human being is bigger than Biafra. Nobody, including Mazen Nambikano, including Masamon Ekpa, including Vam, including Gaddafi, including Adadi Orama. Nobody can stand on the way of Biafra. Man, Apiatuogi, Iwonye, Apiatuogi. I told him, look, Biafrans will dust. That's a sea of forgetfulness. I got come to Biafra. It's not a good. It's not a good. I beg. Gaddafi, collect microphone from my mouth. I beg.
Bam from Vatican City. The issue is this. I am Gaddafi of Biafra. I am standing to speak to say, if they like, let God himself write that letter from DSS dungeon. We are not going to obey that garbage. If God wants to talk to us, he lives in us. He will talk to us the way we will understand it. Talk of Mazen Nandekano. And Mazen Nandekano is not Biafra. Biafra is more than 80 million people. It's more than 80 million people. And Biafra, 6 million people died since 1967 to 1970. 6 million people died. Till date, people are still dying. And you come to tell us, did they think saying when we hear Mazen Nandekano said, then all of us will be without shaking? This thing is not family business. You see this Biafran struggle. 2 weeks sit at home is non-negotiable. Nobody born of a woman that will stop it. If all of us want to sink, if we ever want to fall, let it fall. 2 weeks sit at home is non-negotiable. You see, Biafran freedom is non-negotiable because they collect a wardrobe allowance. They give them 50 million. This one allowance, they give them 10. This one allowance, they give them this. Rubbish. We are not interested. The letter that looked like a nursery school child that wrote it.
Exactly.
They wrote it.
And the only
Aloy Ejimako went and tagged Tinubu. You tag Tinubu in a letter you are writing for Mazen Nandekano. You tag Tinubu. Aloy Ejimako, that is
oh my God.
Do you know, Pastor Vam, these people look at us, Biafran people, Nigeria as a whole, they look at them as senseless set of people because they practice it and they work. They brought somebody from Sahel, make them Nigerian president. When Buhari died, they accept him. So they believe every garbage they cook pass on the table. Nigerian people, we have sense.
But
you can't just.
I want to ask one question. Why not they disturb on ourselves for this letter?
No, we just want to tell
the truth is that I saw the letter since morning. I ignored that letter. See, even if Mazen Nandekano, they give them video, they do video, he talk say, stop sit at home. Even he say, no more Biafra. Me, I'm not interested. Because no be now the can be that. You cannot tell him if you don't talk, you will die. You gun day in head. If they talk, you they listen. As long as he is there. Don't you see those women now with the child? Because they are raping me, they are killing me, they shoot gun, they tell you talk. Now waiting they tell you talk. Now as long as you are in the kidnappers den, now waiting they tell you to do, you could do. So if I say if Mazen and the Kalo like, if they like, make they go video and there, make it. I no agree, no be him. Make they leave and make they carry and go back where he did. Make broadcast last. Then he go there talk and make I hear. Mugus. They never hear say Mazi Simon talk am since last year, be 2 years ago. Say we are no longer taking instructions or order from Mazen and Kano.
My father and Ife, maybe na ago.
And those kind of things, I know they allow and distract.
One of my friends and this thing. Hey, you zona abalibe for going up. Then now the only person happy na getting when he came by your choir. No, I believe you know na gwa yezoku. Wa alloy ejimako. So I will use the alloy ejimako. Then alloy ejimako na alloy ejimako bia na prove zrim at mobile that na. Yeri na ho na ekufu nwere ike wasi. Because that na from alloy ejimako unless you can under do less maybe na asia that no me egwonya. Because everything is possible in Nigeria. Because in a alone. Only can imagine you at times. In a Kitanian Solin Diana, that man is alone and he was there with his family. So for him, for him, he survived with his family, if not a Gunya. And when he come and those people are capable of everything. So, and then when I got one able to go before that no one answer by Simon now. Or then they do can so at times I don't know what they condition or your way no. Instead of go to your life and the life go now family good. So I'm going to man condition on OG that I OG will support that rubbish. Can life ya way to save? You want call the zeal. I want BIAFRANS, you zilai, gweza on one like catch him, ujitie. Man, this man, life ya in danger. And the only option, I will my destiny. He's alone.
Madam Adadiorama, catch him, Faba, catch him no be Judea, Faba, catch him na kill him. Those days, when you see a thief, say, hold on, na kill him. So, if he say he's under duress, he should resign. Come out and tell the world that they want to kill him, then he should resign.
Yes,
he cannot come to pull himself and dent his image because he has dented his image.
Oh my God!
I want the different people to tag Abaribe because Abaribe, who did not win election, now me follow to print Abaribe's ballot paper those days when we are still in one Nigeria for Abata Hall there. So and Abaribe know about rescue mission. So if you do film, I go open my mouth, study the whole world. The involvement of Abaribe. You can't come cap careless. Nonsense.
That one no.
Honorable ministers. Waiting MNK say no na. Whether na MNK say no. Or whether no be MNK send the message, it is a message to see whether you people still have your mental toughness. This message that you see now flying on the media, it is to determine whether you still have your mental toughness, whether you still have your consistency intact. If it is our MNK that is speaking, he wants to know whether our PM with the BIAFRANS are still standing. That is when he said 2 weeks to his kidnap. He said they are going to use everything. They will buy many of you. They will give them money, they will promise them position of authority,
Mazugo,
they will give
play
them
it
that
for them,
and that.
Mazugo. Can you play
He
it?
said, but,
Mazugo, play that too.
but you people will be able to stand and use your brain to overcome them all.
Yes, yes. Oh, with the brain.
Whether the paper or message is from MNQ or is not from MNQ,
We don't
Biafra
care.
is beyond this madness. And if we are to reconsider it to say it is from MNK, we are to take it as another way of testing our consistency to see that we are still standing strong above all odds. Do you understand what it means to disobey a superior order? When you disobey a superior order in a military regime, they tell you go and fire your fellow subordinate. You refuse to fire your fellow subordinate. Why? Because you decide to disobey that order from your commander. Why? Because you want to pass a message. But it's your commander or your supreme commander, but you have to disobey this very one. They say, shoot the baby. You now turn the gun. You shoot your commander instead of shooting the baby. Because it's a sacrifice that you have to do. Now, the brain of Biafrans need to be at work. And we don't care whether the message is from MNK or wherever the message is coming from. It doesn't matter where the message comes from. We have passed this stage of listening to all sort of junks. Didn't you people remember the message that came in 2021 when MNK was kidnapped? Ejiofor came with the message that Onyendu said we should not do what? Fund ESN again. That we should scrap ESN. That we should scrap ESN, thereby allowing Fulani terrorists to enter into Biafra land, kill our women and children, rape everything rapeable, destroy everything destroyable, and then take over the land. So if we are to go by this rubbish write-up that is going now, we will now abandon ESN, abandon our women and children, and then they will wipe all of them off. Then we will come back tomorrow and say it's a instruction of Oyen that we were listening to. No, we are not foolish. The reason why MNK took time to teach Biafrans for years is for them to be able to act and reason when he is not here. MNK did not teach us so that we just only read letters or messages that they give us and then we don't reason. He taught us how to reason. So Biafrans, this is time that you have been reasoning since MNK was kidnapped, and this junk that is flying on the media should not derail your focus. Consistency is the key, and MNK will be shaking his head when he sits back and see that you people are not giving in to any propaganda that is coming out. Whether it is coming from his table or not, it will show that Biafra is beyond him now. That Biafra has gone beyond the understanding of the physical man, because the death of the people that have died outweighs the ones that are living. And that debt where we they owe, that credit where we they owe to those people who don't die, now it make, even if my papa will fight Biafran war, wake up, come now today, come tell me, say, do not talk about Biafra again. I will spit on my father's face. I'm telling you to your face. I will spit on my father's face. You know why? Because because of this Biafra. And many of your peer group that fought for Biafra, they died, survived. But you didn't die after Biafra genocide had finished. And that more Biafrans have died since that time, since 1900 to the genocide of 1966, 1970, more Biafrans have died. How about people that have died just within the 8 years of Buhari? Over 100,000 people have been recorded dead in the hands of Fulani terrorists. So we don't even need to waste our time on whatever write-up that is coming. I said, if they like, wait, was Ejiofor not the most trusted? Ejiofor was the most trusted now.
The erudite lawyer.
And the erudite lawyer, Ejiofor was the most trusted. So if it is a Ejimako that is bringing the message, Ejimako now yesterday now we project him to become a erudite lawyer now, we can still bring him down tomorrow. If now because of his name, the title, or the rest people will give him, we can still bring him down tomorrow. See, anything that this autopilot IPOB media don't talk about, it doesn't fly you. Anything that we don't intimate, it doesn't fly. They will look at us just like this. They say we just did quick for this media. But when we sit down and talk, wait till we talk. Now they destroy the zoo. The thing go, they fly, they push. Relax, so they lie, may they write whatever they want to write. In fact, the next visit of Martin Nnamdi Kanu should be carried out by Tinubu, so that when Tinubu go and see Onyendu and come out, he will come and give a press briefing from Aso Rock. That is what we want to hear. And he should tell us that Onyendu write a different letter and then told him to come and read to us that we should stop fighting for his freedom. Why him, Tinubu, is still keeping Onyendu in detention, incarcerating him, making him to die. Then he is releasing Fulani terrorists every single day. And they are sending them to school, giving them more weapons, re-signing their contract of 2 years, over 1 billion naira, for them to continue the kidnap and massacre of our sisters that we saw here crying on the media. No, that is the kind of government you want, no? Senate and red chambers, green chambers, yellow chambers, white chambers, black chambers, they sat down to say, oh, they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, spiritual son, to be kidnapped and brought back the same way they kidnapped his own Onyendu. And all of you are very, very happy about it. It did not stop there. You people are deploying more terrorist weapons. Come down to Biafra land to come and kill Biafrans. And Oba is doing it boldly. Ifan Yuba is doing it boldly. Peter Mba is doing it boldly. And all of you don't see anything wrong with it. See, if it is because of this Biafra that we are all going down now, let us go down. If it is because of this Biafra that you people will come and pick me where I did, no problem. Hi. Oh
but Master, I want to ask you one thing. Have he asked you?
Mazi, ask me, I beg, because I did fury now. Ask me.
So, upon all the things where they happen, all the people where Simon they kill for Kaduna, for Plateau, they use this swap. Boko Haram, they behead people, they kidnap people. Those ones no be anything. No listen at home, when no be anything. 9 months and the Kalu one make them stop.
God bless you. Let me answer you. If not, you say we did your studio, I have sent one publication where MNK said anything that you are doing, that publication was whether in 2015, anything that you are doing that what Nigeria is against it, go and study that thing very well. Continue to do it because it is what is going to give you your freedom. Because they have gone to study and understand the intricacy and the importance of that thing. That is why they will go any length to make sure they cripple that thing, because you are using that thing to save everybody in one Nigeria. So, just like you said, with over 600 people that were massacred in Plateau, with over 150 in Benue, with over 50-something in Borno, with over 500 in Sokoto, with over 150 in Niger, Benue, Kaduna, Zamfara. Hey, that one is not anything important. It is the sit at home. Sit at home of Biafra. So, this is why Biafrans need to understand that we have punctured the zoo from their oblocos. You know that they say that home is useless. So we are just plaguing our southeastern brothers and putting them in jeopardy. So why are you now concerned about the jeopardy that we are creating? Why are you now concerned and worried about the sit at home, which you say is not creating impact in Abuja or in Lagos? Allow us to do the sit at home. We use it to puncture the blockers of the southeastern leaders. The Biafran leaders are saving the interests of Fulani in Biafra land. All those errand boys, that is working for the Fulanis in Biafra land in the name of one Nigeria. We are using this to flog their blockers. As we flog their blockers get heated up. So they will now go and put all the fire on Abuja. So allow us to continue the fire. MNK cannot stop this sit at home now, I'm telling you. Until we see MNK back in where you people kidnap him, then he is healthy and hearty, and then he is able to speak and reason well, take medications and come back to his senses. That is when we will now know that this is our MNK. He will speak with all things inside of him. We know this is MNK. We don't listen to any message coming out from that place. You people can write. I say you people should use Jesus Christ to deliver the next message from MNK to us. It doesn't change anything because we will tell Jesus Christ to his face, if it is your will for Fulani terrorists to massacre Biafrans in one Nigeria, then your mission on earth will be unfulfilled. Now they hear me so? If it is the will of Jesus Christ for Fulani terrorists to massacre Biafrans in one Nigeria, then the will of Jesus Christ will not be fulfilled in Biafra land. We will change the scripture, that part of the scripture. We are going to change it and then overturn it and then write it in our own way. And our own way of writing it is that blessed are Biafrans that stand their ground to fight the terrorists and decimate them to the very end. Chikina, because Biafra must be restored. It is more than what people understand here. You don't know what it means to be a Biafran. That is the thing some of you don't understand. If you understand what it means to be a Biafran, when you have parents or siblings or relations that witnessed the genocide of 66 to 70, and since that time to this very day, they have still been annihilating, massacring, destroying, butchering babies in broad daylight. And they will open the womb of a woman who had carried baby for good 9 months. And then they tear her to pieces, pick the fetus, pick the baby, destroy everything, and then all of you are clapping, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Hey. No, make una bring them in. Next press release should be coming from Jesus Christ, so that we will be able to pass the message back to Jesus Christ in the language that he will understand, so that we're not going to know how serious we did. It doesn't matter any lawyer you will use. No. Lawyers of one Nigeria are useless to us. Now we want Jesus Christ to come and deliver the message. That he went to go and visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave him the message to bring to us. You people think that we are kindergarten children. No. You cannot release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? But you can now force him to write a letter. No, be so? You cannot release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot even allow him to communicate with the lawyers when they come to visit him and when we are supposed to communicate with him. Like maybe we talk from the lawyer's end on his phone, and then we hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talking, we communicate. No, you people cannot allow us. But for him to write a letter, post a message, for people to come and tell us and say it is about that, so people can give him the audience, give him the avenue, create an enabling environment. He will now sit down and then write the letter. Hey, Onyendu. Hey, don't worry.
Mazi Sonny, do you know what? When British government send a letter to our leader for him to sign, they refuse him to just sign, as they told us. When they want to enter there, they say they almost naked them. Now, they want to write, our leader want to write, then the letter, the paper and the biro, we go to, if you see that paper, it be like say, paper where they take tie akara. Maybe now, akara, they take go wrap the akara. You understand? Maybe that's what he used in writing that letter. And let me tell you another thing. If you read the book of Jeremiah 1 verse 14, he said, I will unleash evil from the north. That is why you see Boko Haram killing them in the north. And Senate, we not talk about those unleash, those things that God himself is unleashing from the north. And if you read the Corinthians said, separate from these evil men. They are feuding. Don't be part of them. Because darkness and light has nothing in common. So whether they like who, let Abaribe himself, who did not win election, who I followed to print his ballot paper, let him come and serve the letter for us. no problem. If they like, le canon takano, whom carried the message, but he did not see the message when they said it's forbidden for you to respond to Master Simon. Canada did not see it to fly it around. You can see that Biafran struggle is not family business. It's not family business. And Biafran struggle is something that is beyond every human being. Even if Mazina they cannot come out today to say, oh, okay, Semeya, we tell him, okay, bye-bye, we continue. It is something that if you fall, we pick up your gun and we move on. Our destination is Biafra. So if anybody to come here to spill out all these garbages for us, they should go and sit down. We are telling them that they should get out. They should go and sit down. What about those people that died? What about those people, all the commanders, so that they will bury the struggle? But unfortunately to them, they did not see Master Simon coming. God brought. They should. Let me hold my peace for now. Let them come out the more. Thank you.
As you go, you have the control. We are waiting for Umuada to come in. They are preparing to come in.
Masugo, what you for play this thing? According to our minister,
I will have to end this one to start another one. What do you say?
I heard.
Yeah,
Yes,
play
you
this
have to
thing first.
start another
Play this
one.
thing first before you end.
To understand this very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. Chukwu Kikadi Amapurumi Hirin, and that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuka Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be known by the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. we have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
So we should be rounding up on this program to be able to hook on to the other program, isn't it, Mazi Sonny?
2015. The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira. The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed to tackle insecurity in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The headsman crisis has risen since 2015 after Muhammadu Buhari became president. Their rampage has spread not only in the north but also throughout the southern zones of the country. The killings by the headsmen has led them to be tagged the fourth most dangerous and deadly terrorist group in the world by the World Terror Index. The acting Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Adamu, who was also at the meeting in Kebbi State, added that over 1,000 people have been killed and many more kidnapped in Kaduna. However, he said that this intervention was necessary to bring the criminals to book. The Kebbi State Governor, Atiku Bagudu, said hosting the meeting in his state shows the seriousness of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in tackling the security challenges in the country. Responding, the president of the association, Alhaji Muhammad Kirua, said the meeting would serve as a foundation for peace between the Fulani headsmen and farmers and among Fulanis themselves.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him. and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.